Welcome to Lawn Rush. In this video, I want to show you guys a trick to use if you do not have fancy trimmer racks and fancy blower racks, how to get by without it, and it actually might work out better for you, especially if you don't have a ton of trimmers. I got my Milwaukee battery powered trimmer here just for demonstration purposes to show you. Quick little tip if you don't have the fancy racks. So here you see it here on the side of the truck. It's pretty well protected. You don't want it to be rolling around just sitting in your truck. But if you, for very little money, instead of getting a trimmer rack for like four or $500, whatever, you could just get one of these, a bungee. So what I'm using is a short bungee, and this is an old truck, so we just drilled a hole right here. But this works in our new truck as well, our 2019 F250, with just the OEM hookup, as you can see right there. I don't know if you can see, but there's the OEM cleat, the OEM tie down cleat. You just wrap a bungee, hook a bungee on there, and it will allow you to do the same exact thing. So pretty much any truck has it. If you don't, you could just drill a hole right into the bed. It really won't hurt the truck to do so. And you just put a couple small holes there. You can use the bungee. But yeah, just a short bungee. And when you want to use this thing, all you have to do is just take this off like that, and then just drop it, and boom. And this is cool because even if you hey, hold on. But this is cool because even if you have the nice racks and you want to carry an extra trimmer, say for example, maybe I want to bring this Milwaukee setup, well, I can still have that extra trimmer, and it's not gonna float around the truck. You know, maybe I got an extra guy with me. Now, another thing you can do is, I'm sure you already know, pretty simple. You can just throw your blowers in here instead of using a rack, and just run a bungee across the front of the blower so that it doesn't slide forward into the cab. Now, when you do this, it's actually easier to get to than having the blower rack. When I do this, most of my guys will go for the blower out of the tailgate, because you can slide the blower forward like this, and you can turn the blower around, and you can kind of throw your arm in it and just throw it on your back without necessarily having to deal with the latching and all that. So a lot of times, I mean, you could fit three leaf blowers in here just like this, and they could all kind of strap in. The reason that I wanted to really get the racks for the trailer is because, number one, they kind of look nice when you can see the blowers outside of the trailer, and number two, the tailgate was getting damaged because our crank was right here. So I was trying to find a solution to prevent that. I think at the end of the day, the blower racks, they're not that critical, I don't think, just because of the fact that everybody wants to grab it out of here because it's easier, especially on our bigger truck with the tailgate sitting so much higher. It's like right at your back, so you just turn around and kind of slide it onto your back, and it's more ergonomic. So it's just kind of difficult to have designed a blower rack that actually works that well. I mean, they would have to come up with a way to maybe swing. You know, at the end of the day, this thing ain't sliding out of here. It does scratch up your blowers down there. You can see they're getting like scratched up, but it is what it is. I mean, they do look great. These are great racks. I wouldn't say not to get them. They look great on the outside of your trailer. They make your equipment look really good. But a couple things to think about if you buy this. Number one, I got the four piece trimmer rack, and found out that it won't fit inside the garage if you put the 4-piece on it. So I had to figure out how to like mount this, and it was kind of complicated. I wanted to use the bottom one still, but I ended up going like having to get creative, and I didn't want it to stick out too far, and I kind of made it fit with the trailer here, but I can't use the bottom one, so I should have just got the 3 from the start. And you know, even the three probably would have worked, but One thing, this was like another generation of these came out, and it came out with a better paint. These faded pretty bad after the first year, but now there's another upgraded paint that supposedly doesn't fade. The blower racks have faded, but they've upgraded the paint, I believe, to something that won't fade. They will last you forever, probably. At the time when I bought these, I had to modify. I put on these bungee cords so that the handle will return, because locking these every time would be a ton of work, just dealing with keys and all that. Everybody having keys, and it gets kind of complicated. So I put these return springs on here with just a bungee and just kind of rigged it up. But now the new models have return springs built in, so they are a lot nicer. To think that it's going to prevent your equipment from getting dinged up, maybe, if it's only you using the equipment. But chances are you have guys working, they're just going to grab these and it's just going to hit down here, and it is what it is. Even me, I'm just grabbing this thing and using it. I'm not trying to be cute and pick it up nice and all that. I'm just grabbing it and using it. I got a comment, someone said that I have to go get new blowers, and it's like, no, man, I'm just going to use these until they just, for cutting grass, these things are built to really do a lot of work, and we're not doing that much. We're just blowing grass. They're going to last a long time. We use Redmax oil in our stuff because they have the highest rated oil, FD rated oil, so that's what we use. And anyway, comment below, tell me what you think about this. Do you think this can help you if you are mounting an extra trimmer, or maybe this is just how you mount your trimmer? You could put one on one side and another on another side, 2 blowers, and that's your whole trimming setup. The security isn't as good. It is good in the sense that if it's in your bed of your truck, then you really can't see it unless you come up to the truck. Whereas the trimmer racks, they're lockable, but the trimmer racks are lockable, but you can see them. So and then for me, it's kind of a hassle for me to keep locking everything. So comment below and tell me what you think. You could really start off another truck and just run a truck like this, 2 trimmers, and 2 blowers, and be that simple. But anyway, comment below, tell me what you think, and have a great day. Bye.